It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Ackerson Field on the campus of Hopewell Valley Central High School, we welcome you to the Colonial Valley Conference Girls Soccer Tournament title game between the number 2 seed Allentown Redbirds and the number 1 seeded Princeton Day Panthers. And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Alongside my broadcast partner, the Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Well, Fish, we've made it to the finale of this tournament, and we've got chalk, number 2 against number 1, and whenever it's the top 2 teams in any tournament getting set to do battle, you know we're in for a fun one.
Absolutely. I mean, today it's interesting. Today we have a battle between an Allentown team that's trying to win its first county/conference tournament championship in 8 tries after reaching the final 7 previous times against the CVC's newest member in undefeated Princeton Day School, and with a 17-1 record, the Panthers' lone blemish is a tie with the Redbirds this year. So this is winner take all, and Allentown coach Kim Mara would love to turn that tie into a victory. Kim's gotten her team to the championship game for the 8th time in her 12 years at the helm, but has yet to bring home the big one, either in the Mercer County tournament or last year's inaugural CVC tournament. Now, in fairness, 4 of those losses were to a Pennington team that was among one of the best teams in the nation. Last year, they lost the CVCT final 1-0 in a game they pretty much had the better of the play, but they lost it on a free kick by Hopewell's Katie Reinhardt. So that was a 1-0 game. Now, although PDS, which joined the CVC in 2023, won the Valley Division with a 6-0-1 record, you know, they tied in their head-to-head meeting, so that can't happen today. What we have here is a matchup between a very slick passing Panthers team that is really good at possessing the ball against an Allentown team that thrives on its defense. The Redbirds allowed 5 goals in their opener against Cherokee and have given up a minuscule 4 goals in the next 18 games with 14 shutouts. Now, PDS is a tough team to defend, though. Its scoring is spread around. 6 different players have 6 or more goals. You can't focus your attention on 1 or 2. Ava Katz has 11 goals, Mackenzie Brodel 8, Nika Martin 7, and then 3 others with 6. The offense has been on a roll, 11 goals in their 2 CVC wins. Allentown has won 13 of their last 14. They're going to counter with a defense that has been outstanding since Maurer made some adjustments 3 games into the season. She went to 4 players in the back, and that includes center back Sarah Polito and Chelsea Faulkner, right back Annie Guglielmelli, and left back Catherine Brunn. And they've come together well in front of goalie Daniela DiCarlo to set a school record for the most shutouts in the season. Redbirds offense led by 2 of its youngest players, freshman Gabby Tate, 11 goals, sophomore Kaylee Feldman with 9. If Chris Pettit's team can maintain its offensive intensity and continue to move the ball around, it'll be able to create some opportunities. Allentown needs to knock the Panthers off the ball. Don't let them possess for long stretches, because that's when they become really dangerous, you know, setting things up. But that's going to be tough against a team that defends like the Redbirds. Allentown will look to maintain the hard-nosed defense, take advantage of any offensive opportunities that comes its way. I'm looking for a really competitive, really good game, Jordan. I think we're going to have a good one here.
2 heavyweights clashing in the CVC tournament final. Winner gets the trophy, and we will have first half action for you on the other side of this break here on WBCB.
These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. The NJSA
It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WB. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video.
Number 13, Giada Del Rey. Number 18, Chelsea Faulkner. Number 10, Kaylee Feldman. Number 12, Annie Golomelli. Number 6, Katie Brunn. Number 11, Gabby Tate. And in goal for the Redbirds, 00, Daniela DiCarlo. Starting for the Panthers, number 7, Mackenzie Brodell. Number 18, Emma Burns. Number 35, Jessenia Dieng. Number 5, Zuri Graham. Number 11, Juliana Hartman. Number 19, Ava Katz. Number 13, Nika Martin. Number 3, Ella McLaren. Number 8, Ava Zalabrovka. Number 17, Sophia Riesendorf. And in goal for the Panthers, number 1, May Braswell. At this time, if you are able, would you please rise, remove your hats, and join with us as we honor America.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Today's game on WBCB is being brought to you by the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, the Capital Health System, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, and Haldeman Ford. Starters have been introduced, about set to get this CVC Tournament final underway. Let's take a look at the starting goaltenders for this afternoon's matchup. In goal for Allentown as the 2 seed, it's Daniela DiCarlo, who fished, like you mentioned, a sophomore standout, 1 shutout away from setting a new program record. She has 14 on the season. She's made 82 saves this year. And as for Princeton Day, it's another sophomore, May Braswell, who's made 79 saves this season, anchoring a fantastic Panther defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of going to be a battle of styles. BDS it's just a good offensive team, and Allentown just likes to defend, and you know those 4 defenders in the back have gotten really comfortable with each other, and that's so important. I mean, the biggest thing, soccer, playing in the back, you have to have communication, you have to cover for each other, you have to know where each other is, and when you have a team that can possess and move the ball around like PDS, that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, they've scored 57 total goals this season, an average of just over 3 per game. They've let just 11 pass. Allentown, their goal differential is right up there as well, outscoring teams 43-9, averaging just over 2 goals a game and allowing 1 goal every 2 contests. That's how good Daniela DiCarlo and that back line for Allentown has been.
Well, I want to thank you guys for this pen you gave me. It ran out of ink after writing 2 letters down. Maybe that pile is all pens that don't work.
Yeah, we got here, about an hour or so before this game is getting set to kick off, and there are a lot of leftover pens in this press box here at Hopewell Valley. Fish was very fortunate because, he forgot his.
Yes, but
and he had to get a special delivery up to the booth.
The first 2 don't work. So I want to thank Ron Yasik, first-year security director here at Hopewell, for bringing a pen up for me. Thank you, Yak. I would have been lost without you.
I would have had to do this broadcast by myself, right?
Well, no, but
What's a fish without his pen?
Yeah, you got that right.
I
would have been texting things to myself.
Allentown, they enter this matchup 16-2-1. Princeton Day undefeated at 17-0-1. Like you went over in the pregame, the one tie came against these Redbirds just a couple of weeks ago, back on October 16th. Tied 1-1, and off we go here in the CVC Tournament Final, Allentown and Princeton Day.
Let's go!
Played through the middle. Here's the talented freshman Gabby Tate, team's leading goal scorer for Allentown, 11 of them on the season. Played back towards the back line, and Sarah Polito, one of the juniors on this very, inexperienced young squad that Kim Mara has put together here at Allentown.
Yeah, you do not see. Oh, no, wait, there we go. There's some seniors. 1, 2, 3. 9 seniors on this team, but yeah, some of their key players are underclassmen. Kim Mara has just been unbelievable with this program. They've won somewhere in the range of 175 games under her. And she's won a state title. Kim Mara is the Jimmy Mayer of girls soccer. Jimmy Mayer has won state titles and sectional titles in baseball, but has never won a Mercer County or a CVC tournament title.
Well, of course, Kim Mara trying to get over that hump here today. Allentown fresh off of a 1-0 win against Notre Dame in the semifinals. Gabby Tate's goal in the 7th minute proved to be the difference. That was her first goal of this tournament that came on Wednesday afternoon. She had 10 of those in the regular season. Daniela DiCarlo wasn't very busy, only had to make 2 saves in that one.
I'm going to make a prediction, Jordan. If Allentown wins this game, then Lawrence Baseball will win the CVC tournament. Both 2 coaches will get the monkey off their backs in the same scholastic year. That is my prediction.
That would certainly make for a very fun lead in your Trentonian story after, I guess it would have to be after Lawrence were to win the CVC tournament. This one's played all the way back to the goaltender in DiCarlo. Sent ahead, here comes Julia Chodik, plays it through. Good ball to Kaylee Feldman with a chance, and it's just easily rolled in and swallowed up by Mae Braswell.
Well, not a powerful shot, but, put some pressure on early.
Well, speaking of Lawrence, Princeton Day handled them in the semifinals in a 6-2 win. Nika Martin 2 goals in that one, and then Mackenzie Brodel, Juliana Hartman, and Ava Salabofka and Sophia Vrizendorp all found the back of the net. Ava Katz, 3 assists. And again, Mae Braswell wasn't tested too much. faced 4 shots, allowed 2 of them past her. She's only faced 11 shots on goal in the tournament so far. Of course, Princeton Day, they were the 1 seed. They got the first round bye, outscoring teams 11-3 through their first 2 games in this tournament. Beat West Windsor South 5-1 in the quarterfinals. Ava Katz so far has been the Panthers MVP of the tournament. A hat trick in that quarterfinal game, 3 goals for her, and then a hat trick of assists on Wednesday afternoon. This one sent towards the top of the box, and looking to cross it in that time was Salabovka. And it goes out for the first corner of the day, and it will belong to the Panthers. Mackenzie Brodel will look to swing it in. Brodel 8 goals, 6 assists for her 22 points this year. Left-footed Brodel sends a good ball towards the near post and ends up hitting off the side of the net. Still early on, got to believe that Mackenzie Brodel and Princeton Day will get more opportunities from the corner. Just going to look for a little more power on it the next time.
A little more power, yeah, and get it out in front of the goal instead of hitting off the side of the goal.
This one headed up a couple of times before it's played towards midfield. Battling for it there is Brodel. She couldn't quite get it past Annie Guglielmelli, and Allentown, after some fighting for it, is able to come away with possession and now looking to move up. Here comes Gabby Tate, right up the middle of the field, able to get around her defender and Jessica Jiang. And Tate played off the ball that time by Jiang. Coming over to help her out was Ella McLaren to clear it out of bounds.
You can see Gabby Tate is quick with the ball at her feet. Definitely dangerous.
Team leader in goals and points and assists as well. 11 goals, 8 assists for the freshman Tate. Always nice to have a talented young team, right? Because you know that you're going to be back in these positions pretty much every year if you're able to, first of all, bring in the talent that Allentown has in their freshman and sophomore class, and then know that they're going to be returning for the next 2, 3, 4 years to come.
Oh, yeah. Well, Allentown's been back. This is 8th time now in 12 years.
0-7 in their previous 7 tries.
Again, they played really well against Hopewell. Got beat by a set piece. Katie Reinhardt lofted a high shot. That was the goal at the left here at the far end of the field.
Chodik had that one taken away, and then ends up going out of play into the Allentown bench. So far, not much in terms of chances. Of course, the 1 corner for Princeton Day, that's been about it. Allentown has sent 1 shot May Braswell's way, and now looking to get their second one. Kaylee Feldman, who has that shot, battling with Zuri Graham, gets doubled, still is able to flip fields out to the other side. Here is Giada Del Rey, and she's knocked off the ball quickly by Sophia Vriesendorp. And it'll go back to the Panthers of Princeton Day.
Princeton Day really rebounded well. They had a tough year last year, 8 and 9, I think. And they really rebounded in a big way, 17-0-1, not yet to taste of defeat.
And they're a very well-balanced team. Certainly can put up a lot of goals, as we've seen so far in this tournament. But excellent defensively, 10 shutouts. They allowed just 7 goals in their 16 regular season games. They've now given up 3 in this tournament, so the defense hasn't quite been, I guess, up to their standards this week. But the offense has certainly done more than enough to make up for it.
Yeah, when you're scoring like that, there's probably end up being some wide open games. And sometimes you'll just give up a goal or 2.
That was a nice move by Brodel, able to get it ahead to the tournament MVP so far, and Nika Martin back for Brodel, but it eludes her, and the Redbirds will regain it. Guglielmelli just plays it ahead. Couldn't get a good touch on that one. It'll go back to the Panthers. So just 8-9-1 last season, but 2 years ago, Princeton Day 17-2-3 And they got upset by the Steinert Spartans in the Mercer County Tournament first round, the final Mercer County Tournament. That season, they went on to win the non-public A title. Last time they were in this game in either a Mercer County or CVC tournament final came way back in 2016. Lost to Hopewell Valley 2-1 in that game. Here's a good cross that gets sent back out towards the top of the box and then played out of there by the Princeton Day defense.
That was a nice move and a good idea by Kaylee Feldman. Made a nice move to shed her defender and tried to cross from the center, but PDS kind of converged.
Yeah, Kaylee Feldman's been all over the place offensively and defensively through the first 8.5 minutes of this one.
Yeah.
This one fought for down in the corner, and it will belong to Princeton Day, 2-on-1, so 2 times the chance of that one went off of Allentown. In the NJ.com era, that goes back to 2010. This is the 4th all-time meeting between these two squads, and the previous 3 have all come in the last 3 years. Allentown holds a 1-0-2 record in those 3 games. Racing down to get it is Jessiana Diang, and she's able to just play it away quickly from Chiodik.
Well, I tell you, Ken Meyer wants to win this game, but so do her seniors. A couple of them quoted in Kyle Franco's story saying, "I'm tired of losing in this game." And Kim said, "How do you think I feel?" Actually, it was a junior, Molly Malovich, was quoted as saying that.
Battle ensues in the corner, cleared out of there by Princeton Day.
Not much wind to speak of today. Last night we were here for the football game, and it was big time blustery.
At least not much wind ever since we closed this window enough that we're sitting behind.
Yes.
Our cameraman Colin Summer, he's out there braving the elements. He may disagree.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a breeze blowing across the field. That's what it was last night too.
That one gets taken away by Molly Milovich and then played back towards the middle. Sent ahead, fighting for it there, and winning that battle is Kaylee Feldman. And she got knocked off the ball, but she was knocked off the ball illegally. It's been a relatively clean game played to this point, but now Allentown will have a chance at a free kick. Redbirds winning the possession battle, and that one gets swung in off the right foot of Chelsea Faulkner.
Nice shot.
Not a bad idea, kind of a low laser, but easily handled by Braswell.
Yeah, she had to short hop it there, though. Yeah, that's one of those ones you really have to focus on.
Got to be able to cross your T's and dot your I's in games like this. So I guess nothing too easy, especially for any goaltender. You got to make sure you're perfect. Can't, of course, can't afford any slip-ups.
No, exactly right.
Free kick now for Ella McLaren, the senior midfielder on this Princeton Day squad. The Panthers just trying to do anything they can to get established in their offensive zone, but another takeaway by the Redbirds. And that one was last off of Zuri Graham of Princeton Day.
Yeah, Allentown, I mean, we talked about their back four. Their midfield's doing a nice job as well.
Del Rey got tripped up that time, no foul called. Kaylee Feldman working on Graham in the corner, and it will stay with the Redbirds as it goes out of play. Feldman again looking to win a one-on-one battle in tight quarters. Got a short cross in, and now gets another chance, and it ends up going on net. And it's ushered in by Braswell once more.
Who took that cross?
That was Feldman again.
Okay.
We're calling her name a lot here early on. And it seems like the game plan so far for Allentown is just whenever they get the ball deep into their offensive zone, it's just send it on net and see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, PDS is the more precise team where they'll try to move it around and get that good shot. Allentown probably just figures, hey, let's just put some pressure on here. They've done a great job of defending so far.
And that's how they got that goal on Wednesday against Notre Dame. There was a lot of chaos in front off of a rebound opportunity. Gabby Tate was able to ram it home. Here's Princeton Day looking for a chance, but again, quickly cleared by the Redbirds. Tate just sends it ahead. She's got a player streaking down the field. Going down to get it, who else but Kaylee Feldman throws on the brakes, now has space. Feldman to the top of the box, gets it knocked away. Played all the way back out to Guglielmelli. And didn't have really anything on that shot, and McLaren will send it over to the sideline.
Feldman did a good job of just creating space for herself, but she had no support. Nobody there she could get the ball to.
That one off the right foot of Mackenzie Brodel, the senior forward. For Princeton, Princeton Day, it's really all hands on deck right now defensively, as they're able to survive that little foray. But again, it's quickly sent back in by Feldman. She has a player down there in Chodik who has it knocked away. If that's last off of Princeton Day, it'll be the first corner for Allentown. And that's what we've got. And a set piece now for the Redbirds for the first time in this match.
See who's taking that there. They're kind of out of our view.
It's Gabby Tate down there in the corner.
Oh, it is?
Tate with the right foot. Kind of send it towards the middle of the box that time, and there was no white jerseyed Redbird anywhere near that ball. And we played out to the midfield, and now back. Allentown will have to reset. Good move that time by Polito. Sarah Polito, the junior. Down the far side of the field, racing towards it is Cameron Rossi, but she can't catch up.
Yeah, I mean, PDS had one little flurry there in the attacking third. They got the corner kick, but for the most part, Allentown's midfield and back four have not been, they've been nearly impenetrable. Impenetrable. Is that right?
You got it. You got it, Fish.
Okay.
Again, the Redbirds right back on the attack here.
Oh, look out.
Del Rey has her pocket pick that time. Good defense by Mackenzie Brodel. Plays it through. And racing back to get it is Feldman, and she'll just clear it away. Been a very good Allentown defense. Sarah Polito was quoted in Kyle Franco's story on Wednesday. Said, quote, "I think it's just all of us working together when talking about the cohesion of that defense."
Yeah, well, and that's what defense is. When you're defending well, first of all, one thing about it's important to know when it comes down to defense, yeah, your back four or whatever you're playing back there is important, but it's a team game in soccer. It's not like, okay, we only the back four defend and the rest of the team just runs around and plays offense. You know, everybody's got to help with the defense, but they are the back four is the last line. And yeah, you have to be comfortable with each other. You have to be able to work with each other, overlap, everything like that, and that's what makes a strong back four and a good goalie.
And Allentown and Princeton Day, honestly, certainly have that. Princeton Day's had to utilize their back four a little bit more in this game. And again, another opportunity for Allentown. Here's Gabby Tate, the team leader in goals, looking to put the moves on. Tate gets around one defender, but not two. Well, Princeton Day's done a nice job of bending but not breaking. And again, they're just forced to clear. And Feldman had to be alert that time, was able to just play it out of the reach of chasing Brodel. Guglielmelli, ooh, right off. It looked like either the face or the chin of Brodel that time. And the official will stop play.
A little reminiscent of last year, Allentown possessing and getting some shots, but not getting the ball in.
And it looks like Brodel no worse for wear that time as she walks back towards her huddle.
clock is stopped.
Saw Gabby Tate down there a moment ago looking to create something and put the moves on the one defender. Tate in that Kyle Franco story, talking about her freshman season success, said, quote, "I didn't think I would be having this good of a season as a freshman. It's like a dream. It was hard in the beginning to adjust to everything, but I blend in with everybody right now." And that's the one adjustment that, especially for freshmen, it doesn't get talked about as often, being able to find that chemistry with your teammates and being able to do it in your first year. And not only that, but excelling, and of course being the team leader in points probably helps with the chemistry.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah. I mean, you know, and
helps ingratiate yourself to your teammates a little quicker.
if you want to talk about somebody like that, you're going to talk about Steiner freshman Ava Prostakimo. She led Steiner and was among the county leaders with 17 goals and 2 assists. And I had talked to her, and she said, you know, I talked to her coach, and her coach even said, you know, the upperclassmen know that they got a good thing getting her the ball. So, you know, if you're smart, it doesn't matter that it's a freshman. You get him the ball. Get him and her the ball. And, you know, that's happening here and happened with Steiner. You know, if you have, don't be jealous. Just get him the ball. You'll have better team success.
Another free kick now for Allentown after some excellent defense by Chelsea Faulkner. And she had to make that play because Princeton Day had Nika Martin streaking down the field. This one swung in. Tate had a chance there. Back onto her foot, and she sends it just wide of the post.
Wow. Just about 6 inches beyond her foot for her to get a one-touch into the goal and then shot wide.
The best looking chance for either of these two squads through the first half of this first half. And Tate that time sent a laser beam, maybe about 2 or 3 feet outside of that right post.
Yep, that looked like it was going to happen for Allentown. I think they'd like to get a goal in this CVCT. They got to get one now in 100 minutes of soccer. The CVCT final, of course, I mean.
Got to believe eventually Princeton Day, just with the way their offense has been cooking through the first 2 games of the tournament, they're going to get their chances as this game goes along. And if you're Allentown, might want to be thinking about starting to convert on some of these opportunities.
No, I think they are thinking about it.
They're definitely thinking about it. Thinking about executing, I guess.
I mean, but they are not letting Allentown, or they are not letting PDS do anything to set up.
Yeah, Princeton Day, they really haven't had much breathing room at all. It seems like whenever they're able to get the ball in the foot right here, you got to play like that. A good slide tackle made by Sarah Polito. This one chopped high in the air towards the side of the goal. It'll roll out for a goal kick. And it's literally right on cue there, right? Princeton Day, they get the ball in the attacking third off the throw-in, and then Sarah Polito makes quick work of that.
You know, you're sort of pulling the strings up here, aren't you?
Well, sometimes as broadcasters, we like to think that we can, you know,
impact the game.
We can impact the game from up here.
The only way we can impact the game is if it's going along fast, and then somebody says it's going along fast, and then that automatically slows it down. And our producer, the point guard, agrees with me 100% on that.
In soccer, you don't really have to worry about, though, slowing the game down with the running clock.
He just jinxed it.
Well,
just jinxed it.
We'll see. That's how you know, hey, that might mean a goal's coming up here soon. That one just played into no man's land by Brodel.
Goals are one thing. You expect goals. It's like when it turns into red cards or yellow cards or, you know, injuries and things like that.
Should I double up the jinx and say it's been a clean game so far?
No.
Here comes an opportunity now for Chodek. Sends a cross in, and it's set down by Jiang.
Yeah, she made like a cocky kick save there.
Well, Jasenia Jiang has been excellent so far on that back line. She's had the difficult task of defending players like Chodik and Gabby Tate, and has done a nice job to this point. Princeton Day, the Colonial Division champions.
Allentown suffering one loss in division play, and PDS going undefeated.
It is pretty amazing, some of the records, especially in the Colonial Division, and just among a lot of the teams in this tournament, but especially the 4 teams that we're going to be covering today. These 2 teams on the girls' side, and then on the boys' side a little later on, Princeton and Notre Dame. Well, nobody has more than 2 losses.
Right. And what's nice is these championship games, that'll be their only tournament meeting, because Notre Dame will be, you know.
Little juggle that time from Braswell. And you're starting to see why the philosophy for Allentown is just get the ball on net. It's the only way you could score, of course. And you never know. You get a juggle here, a loose rebound in front.
Anyway, when this game's over, PDS will go on to the prep tournament. Allentown will go on to the Central Jersey tournament. You know, and in the nightcap, Notre Dame will go on to the non-public A, and Princeton will go on to their Central Jersey tournament. So you don't get one of these things where teams are playing each other over and over again. We see that a lot in baseball.
Or in soccer on the boys' side with Steinert and Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
They're now going to meet for a third
time, yeah.
And we're going to get our first substitution of this game for Princeton Day. Nika Martin will come off. Princeton Day, they don't know their opponent in their non-public tournament, but for Allentown, they're the 4 seed in the Central Jersey Group 2 tournament. They're going to host number 13, Manchester Township, which is, of course, a good name for a soccer program.
Yes, yes. Well, Manchester not too far from Allentown. It's in the Shore Conference, but Allentown is basically, I always get confused if Allentown's Ocean or Monmouth County. But
right on the fringe.
There was a long time where Allentown played in the Shore Conference, and then they've been in the CVC for a long time now.
Look at that, we're giving geography lessons.
Not good ones.
Not good ones. Maybe we're the ones who actually need the geography lessons, is what we're learning.
I don't know if it's Ocean or Monmouth.
I just thought it was Mercer.
No, they're not in Mercer.
Well, no matter what county they've been in the attacking third a whole lot today.
Yeah.
And they've been playing good defense, but a little too good defense right there. A foul committed by Mali Milovic. Took down Eva Navarro.
PDS starting to take a little of the play now. Still have yet to get a shot on goal, right? Or did they have that one?
I mean, they sent a roller in on DeCarlo.
Well, that's a shot on goal.
It wasn't really a threatening shot.
Well, if the goalie has to stop it from going over the line, it's a shot on goal.
Here's Tate, played it ahead. Feldman was there, but the whistle blows. The flag is up. Don't count that goal. Feldman was offsides.
Yeah.
Offsides barely. That was really close.
Very close. She didn't put up much of a fuss.
You wonder if maybe Tate got her that ball just a fraction of a second earlier if she would have had the opportunity. Let's see if Princeton Day can get something set up here, but they commit a foul.
Way a little sluggish there in the midfield.
It's been a little sluggish ever since that Gabby Tate chance.
Yeah.
For Allentown, of course, just putting your head down, continuing to chip away. I mean, if they continue to get these opportunities, continue to keep possession of the ball, you got to believe something's going to go in.
Well, I've seen enough soccer games. You can have games like this and dominate completely, and the other team will get a counter and, get a quick goal, and they'll end up a 1-0 game.
Here's a chance on that counter now for the Panthers. Some fancy footwork and a nice slide tackle made by Ava Katz. And it will go back to Allentown. Katz was kind of trying to do it all by herself that time.
Soccer is one of those games, like mostly any game, any sport with a goalie. You could have the better of the play and not win. The best team doesn't always win on the field. And, today, whoever wins, this is like best team and best team 1A. So, but the best team that day on the field doesn't always win. So I think Allentown would love to get one in. Just take a little pressure off, because I'm sure some of them are thinking about last year. And, the same thing happened last year to us. What's going on?
The clock had stopped there for a moment. I believe they gave Juliana Hartman a yellow. Now trying to catch up to it is Katz, but she will be denied by Sarah Polito, who's played a really nice defense through the opening 28 minutes.
I wonder what Hartman got a yellow for.
She had made a tackle and taken a girl down, but we've seen a little more violent than that in this one.
Yeah.
The clock had stopped, so that's what makes me believe they gave her the card. Here's an opportunity now for Allentown and Giada Del Rey, and more good defense played. That was Zuri Graham. They've certainly got some height on that back line, does Princeton Day. Zuri Graham, Jasiena Jiang among some of the taller players for Princeton Day. Definitely something that helps off of set pieces, which you're going to get right here.
Second corner of the day for the Redbirds.
Tate rolls it in and immediately taken away by the Panthers. They can clear it towards the top of the box, and now a little more on that clear, but here comes Sarah Polito up from her defensive spot. And now an opportunity for the Panthers the other way. Allentown's getting back.
Somebody better mark.
Zalabovka.
Arrow right in the middle.
And marking her that time was Chelsea Faulkner, who headed it away on the side of the box. Zalabovka looking for an opening. And it goes out. And it looks like Allentown was the last to touch it. And now corner number 2 upcoming for Princeton Day. Or no, they're going to call a foul instead. So opportunity from kind of the top corner of the box now for the Panthers. Perhaps their most dangerous opportunity yet.
Oh, we'll see. Who was this on the free kick?
Tough to make out a number. Inside of 10 minutes to play in the opening half. Still looking for our first goal. This one swung in high and just past the back post.
I want to say that was Sarah Turek, but
I believe it was Sophia Vriesendorp for Princeton Day,
okay.
number 17.
All right, I thought it was 10.
So now we've seen on the 2 best chances for Princeton Day, of course, the one corner that fell short of that near post. And now that one goes whistling past the backside. DeCarlo still has only faced the one shot as she looks for her program record 15th shutout of the season. Down the sideline comes Allentown with Giada Del Rey, and a good job that time by Ella McLaren to get back. Another good move. There's Brodel splitting the double team. Plays it towards the middle. And Allentown comes away. That touch was behind the intended target of Eva Navarro. Feldman on it now for the Redbirds. Played ahead, racing down to get it is Chiodik. And she was the last to touch it as it rolls across the yellow line.
So, PDS ball.
A throw in there for Zuri Graham. In tight quarters is Brodel. Graham will get it back. And a bit of a late whistle, but a foul committed nonetheless there against Allentown. Now in the final 7:35 of this first half, if you're Princeton Day, you just want to get something set up in your offensive third, right? Even if you're not able to get one past DeCarlo, still get a better taste in your mouth and maybe try to swing momentum back towards your side with a whole nother half a soccer remaining after this.
Yeah, right now Allentown has a 6-1 shot advantage. 5 of those shots were on goal, and the one was a shot that just whistled wide.
A Redbird got taken down that time. Whistle stays silent. And here comes Princeton Day on the counter. Another nice defensive play made by Polito. And Allentown will clear it down. Jessiana Dieng will set it up. Well, Allentown this season, undefeated at home this year. Both of their losses coming on the road.
Oh.
Here's a chance now for Feldman. Throws the brakes on at the top of the box. Feldman gets around a pair of defenders, make that 3. And has her shot muffled that time by Navarro.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she tried to do a little bit too much there.
Well, now again, another opportunity. Here's Tate in the middle of everything. Played off by Dieng. And Princeton Day survives that, but Allentown continues to possess.
Allentown is doing what PDS usually does. I'm not saying Allentown doesn't, but PDS is kind of known for that.
Yeah, PDS, a team that averages over 3 goals per game. Sometimes for Allentown, right, best defense is your offense. Just keep the ball off the foot of all those Panthers.
Sure. Yeah.
And even though they haven't scored any goals yet, you continue to win the time of possession battle.
Yeah,
you're going to put yourself in a favorable spot.
You're stopping it. Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Mackenzie Brodel looking to do something. She's double teamed, and Feldman again knocks her off the ball. Sends it towards the middle, and that's right where Jessiana Dieng was waiting. Nice move that time by Milovic. That one chipped ahead and played out of there easily by Graham. And Allentown is going to make a pair of substitutions. One of the players coming off is Giada Del Rey. Shodek fighting for it for the Redbirds. And again, it comes free to Brodel, who just clears it ahead. It's going to roll and eventually go out of play for a throw-in.
That was good work by Riesendorf. Get that ball clear, wedge it out of there.
Come on, go!
Navarro to Katz, and again, oh, we got a whistle. Looked like Allentown was going to be able to come up with another turnover forced. But now with under 4 to play in the opening half, Princeton Day a chance to get themselves set up. McLaren rolls it ahead to the top of the box. It goes through a couple of players.
Wickets, yeah. like a couple of legs, you're right.
Right through the wickets of Ava Katz for Princeton Day and Chelsea Faulkner for Allentown.
And, you know, DeCarlo had to be alert there because when that ball comes through like that, it's kind of screened until the last second. And even though it had, literally no pace on it, you had to be alert for it coming your way.
Yeah, you're not really expecting to see it on a free kick that came from here on the football field on the 30-yard line, so it came from 40 yards away from where DeCarlo is stationed.
Yeah, on the ground, coming out of a tunnel.
Ooh, that again caught a player up high for Princeton Day. That wasn't Brodel who took the ball to the face earlier.
Go blue!
I believe that was Sophia Vriesendorp. And again, she looks no worse for wear, which is good to see. But Princeton Day starting to be in the wrong place at the wrong time on some of these.
Yeah, for sure. Although they are deflecting the ball.
That's the silver lining, right? You could chalk it up as a good defense.
Yeah, I'm a half glass full guy. Glass half full.
Here's Feldman. Laid ahead where it can be played by McLaren. More good defense by her. McLaren now looking to move up, and that will go out of play. It'll belong to the Panthers. 90 seconds and ticking in this first half. Zuri Graham finds Katz. Ava Katz looking to wheel her way out with this. Through 3 white jerseys, is able to play it back to the defense. That one looked like it kind of rolled up on Catherine Brunn. Brunn will win that battle and get the throw in for Allentown as we tick under a minute to play now in this first half, which has not seen a goal so far.
No, it hasn't. Pretty much been a defensive battle.
And it's really been since that Gabby Tate chance, the best of the day for either squad.
Yeah. That didn't even go on goal.
Didn't go on goal, but it was a lightning quick shot from in close. Ever since then, it's been a lot of this, a lot of playing in this middle third of the field. Which if you're Princeton Day, you'll take it. Now here come the Panthers looking to attack. Nice defense that time by Faulkner. Feldman comes in to help her out. Took a peek at the clock that time. Feldman will just play it back, and McLaren will take it in and send it back to her goalkeeper, May Braswell. Sends a pop fly towards center. Tate had it roll up on her, and that will do it. 40 minutes down from Ackerson Field here in the CVC Tournament final, and no score between Princeton Day and Allentown. Redbirds had the better of the chances. Princeton Day was able to keep this game scoreless with a bend but don't break defensive mindset. Do not go anywhere. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with our halftime show and the Fish soccer stats on the other side of this break here on WBCB.
They'll take about 3 seconds.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And there's over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton on 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. That's set to get the second half underway. No score here in the CVC Tournament final between Princeton Day and Allentown. Fish, you said the stats were going to be quick. They were few and far between, certainly, in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, well, for shots, we got Allentown leading 6-2. Saves. PDS goalie Mae Braswell with 5. And Danielle DiCarlo with 2 for the Redbirds. Corner kicks 2-1. Allentown with the lead there. And Feldman has been the biggest offensive threat so far. A couple of shots on goal. One shot that came right after she just missed one touch in a ball home. And she just shot it wide, a hard shot wide. But yeah, you know, Jordan, it's just this game is, I don't know, maybe these two are feeling each other out, even though they played each other already. Allentown looks to be a little bit more aggressive, but they've kept PDS back on their heels. So, you know, Panthers have to figure out a way to get it past the midfield and be able to set it up and utilize those skills that they have.
You feel like if Allentown's going to break through, it's going to either be Kaylee Feldman or Gabby Tate, who each have goals in this tournament. For Princeton Day, I mean, they've certainly got just a slew of players who could fire it into the back of the net.
Yeah.
Their problem is getting those players into position to where they can even get those shots on goal.
Yeah, I mean, Ava Katz, they've done a good job of keeping the ball away from her.
Molly Milovic off on the near side now. Now a throw in for Catherine Brunn. Catherine Brunn this season, 3 goals, 1 assist for her 7 points. Anchoring part of this Allentown midfield. It's done a nice job. A lot of these middle of the field kind of 50-50 balls where, you know, you've got 2 players going after it. Seems like most of them have been won by Allentown.
Well, that's true. They have been coming up with the 50-50s, yes. That's how you keep possession. you win the loose balls.
It's very much like in hockey, right? You're playing the neutral zone. That can help set you up and just give you that possession to get established in your offensive territory.
Right. Neither team getting anything here so far.
I mean, if you're Princeton Day head coach Chris Pettit, what do you tell your players there at halftime? A team that scored 11 goals for their first 2 games and have just coasted, and now finding themselves in this battle with Allentown.
Yeah, they've played only 4 one-goal games all season, but they won them all. So, if I'm Chris Pettit, I'm saying, hey, look, we didn't do anything that we're capable of doing, hardly anything that we're capable of doing, and we're tied. So, if I'm either coach, I'm telling my team, look, if I'm Kim Harr, I'm telling them, keep doing what you're doing. It's going to come. And if you're Pettit, you just say, look, this is going to turn around. You know you're good enough. You just got to get a break here and do what you know how to do. You're not going to go 80 minutes just being stifled.
Allentown looked like they had what would have been the first chance of the second half there, but offsides was called as Cameron Rossi was looking to catch up to that ball.
Go Blue!
Yeah, if you're Princeton Day, you honestly have to feel pretty good about the spot that you're in right now. Allentown, through really the first, I would say, 20 to 25 minutes of this game, they were in control, and they had opportunities where they could be up 1 or 2-0 right now.
Come on, Blue!
Here's Gabby Tate. We've seen that fancy footwork. Sends it towards the top of the box on the opposite side now. Across from Del Rey, and a diving stop made by the goaltender, Mae Braswell.
Well, that's kind of what Allentown was doing earlier. Just, when they had the open shot, they were taking it.
Yeah, and that's what they've got to get back to doing right there. And you see, again, the philosophy, it stays the same. Get the ball on net. Saw Braswell juggle one of those in-swingers a little earlier. A good-looking slide tackle there made by Princeton Day, and they're able to regain possession as a result. That looked like it was Ava Katz there on the far side of the field.
Move it up! Go Blue!
That one sent through. Here's Sophia Vriesendorp. And Allentown, again, another nice defensive play. Just whenever Princeton Day has gotten it even anywhere near the vicinity of the box.
Yeah, Vriesendorp was ready to turn right there and let one go, and Allentown right on top of it.
Zalabofka will just roll it in, and that's save number 2 for Daniela DiCarlo. She matches her total from the semifinal game against Notre Dame.
Well, actually, it's 3 because she had that second one that went through the wickets that she had to field. So, she's had 2 slow rollers that she's had to pick up.
That time, Julia Chodik couldn't quite catch up to the ball on the far sideline. And right in front of her own bench, it's going to be Zuri Graham to throw it in for the Panthers. And it immediately gets played back into the PDS defensive area. And Braswell will send it away. Kind of a muffed pass attempt that time, and it goes as a turnover. Here's Gabby Tate as the sun starts to peek through the clouds here for the first time all game.
That's a fine day. Still enough foliage on those trees, colorful foliage that provide a nice backdrop.
Makes for a good looking background that our cameraman Colin Summer has been oh so wonderfully capturing all afternoon long.
He's an artist, you know. He's just got so much sophistication to him, and he knows just how to do it right.
Yeah, whenever I think of Colin Summer, the first word that comes to my mind is sophistication.
Yeah,
when he comes back into the press box, because he can't hear us right now, so he doesn't know that we're singing his praises. This one's sent in and knocked down in the middle of the box. I'm going to let him know that you called him, I'll say you called him sophisticated. I'll use the past tense.
Or you can tell him that I said he is the essence of sophistication.
Which I think is arguably even better than being sophisticated.
Yeah, he'd be good at those, those cocktail parties in New York City, with a smoking jacket.
Little black tie tailgate action.
Yeah,
see Colin?
Yeah.
Go blue!
He dabbles in that.
Cigar holder.
That gets Brian O'Neill's
chuckle.
Gets a chuckle out of the point guard. Am I allowed to call her the point guard, or is that just a youth thing?
That's who she is. Yes. All is allowed to call her. Or PG. You can go PG. People might mistake her for a post-grad, but...
Or Paul George.
Or Paul George, yeah.
Go blue!
Well, now in space, here's Gabby Tate. Throws on the brakes. Played ahead. Looking to catch up to his Chodik. She had an opportunity there for that Princeton Day back line. It's been oh so good.
Yeah, they just set up a wall there. There was no getting through that.
And Tate just fell on her own that time. And here comes PDS on the counter. Griesendorf. 2-on-2. Looking to get around her defender. Takes it to the outside now. Looking to do just something, and man, Sarah Polito doing a fantastic job marking her. Plays it out to the top of the box, and Allentown regains possession. Well, Sophia Vriesendorp is one of the top goal scorers, one of the top offensive players on this Panthers squad, and Polito was just stuck on her that whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's an indication. Not only does this team play good team defense in the back, they have, 1v1, they can stay right with defenders or offensive players and defend them.
Settled down by Ava Katz, gets around her defender. Katz to the top of the box, and that shot is blocked by who else but Sarah Polito. It will set up a corner kick for Princeton Day.
Kind of off the side of Polito's leg, it looked like.
Yeah, but on a shot from inside the box like that, now you'll certainly take the corner.
Sure.
Sophia Vriesendorp will be the one to take it for the Panthers. PDS looking to break the ice as we tick towards the 50th minute. Vriesendorp with the in-swinger. It's low, it's to the outside. Here's a shot, and it is in! And PDS is able to finally light the fire here early in the second half.
See who it was?
It's kind of tough to tell. But Princeton Day, they don't care who was the one to put it past. They have found the back of the net. The goal is Juliana Hartman, thanks to Kyle Franco, who has better eyes than we do. And so for Hartman now, she has her 7th goal of the year. And this one's rolled in and picked up by Braswell.
Well, that's a perfect corner kick. Get it in the box. Get somebody to get a head or a foot on it. Was that headed? I couldn't tell.
I don't think it was headed.
Kicked, all right.
For Hartman, it's her second goal of the tournament. Like I mentioned, 7th goal overall. Back-to-back games with a tally.
Well,
the senior.
And now Allentown has to be careful. They got to try to get the play back. You know, in a game like this, when a team scores after a long drought, that can sort of spark a team and get them to really attack, although Allentown's right back in the attacking zone. Whose ball is it? Oh, it's all right. Free kick for Allentown.
That was the first goal that Daniela DiCarlo has allowed in this tournament. That was the first goal that she's allowed since the last time these two teams met, in fact. 4 straight shutouts. That streak has been snapped. And now Allentown with a chance to get the equalizer right back. The in-swinger from Milovic. She rolls it to the top. Polito chips it well wide of everybody. I wonder if that just came off the side of her foot the wrong way. Now for Allentown, it starts to become a battle against the clock, right? Because you're thinking to yourself, you're like, we had all of those opportunities early in this one. The Princeton Day defense settled down for about the final 15 minutes of that second half, and now all of a sudden you look up at the scoreboard and you're trailing.
But you know, you can't think of it like a panic situation with the clock. You got 30 minutes. You got plenty of time. You don't get out of what you're doing. You do what you do, and you hope you can get that equalizer.
Come on, get it out.
Rossi had that shot deflected. Allentown still continuing to maintain possession and still continuing to win that battle.
Again, this is eerily similar to last year when Hopewell, Hopewell didn't get a goal on a corner, but they did get it on a restart on a set piece.
A good ball there towards the far sideline. Here's an opportunity now for Mackenzie Brodel, and she's knocked off the ball. Brodel fights to get it back. She hits the ground, and we've got a foul called. It occurred outside of the box, so a free kick from a pretty dangerous area now, and Vriesendorp will do the honors again.
PDS fans want it to go far corner. We can hear them.
Let's see if Vriesendorp obliges. Swings it high in, it's headed, and it was to the back post, but the header went just wide.
Yeah. That would have been maybe a crusher.
Allentown survives it, but you can tell now this Princeton Day offense is starting to hum a little bit. Here come the Redbirds with Brunn. Gabby Tate going to get around a defender, and again, Jasenia Dieng. That's freshman on freshman right there, and Dieng against Tate. Dieng's had the better of that matchup. These are always the spots, right, where, of course, both of these teams just so good this year, a combined record of 33-2-2, that whenever a team like this, like now Allentown does, finding themselves trailing, how do they respond? Because you know they haven't been in this position a whole lot.
Right. That's true. Yeah, it's a little different playing from behind and playing from ahead. You play from ahead, you can be a little bit more, I don't want to say get too complacent, too cautious. But you don't have to take chances as much as you do when you're behind.
That one gets headed in. Coming out to play it is DiCarlo.
and again, there's plenty of time. There's 25 minutes left, so if you're Allentown, you don't have to take crazy chances right now. You just continue to, just do what you do well.
Rossi's able to get around a couple of defenders that time, and now an opportunity for Allentown the other way. Rossi looking for somewhere to go with it. She wanted to get that to Julia Chodik, and it was behind her. And May Braswell just comes out and easily puts out that fire. Again, Allentown is able to take the ball in the middle of the field. Rossi played off that time from Milovic. And here comes Allentown straight up the middle with Chelsea Faulkner. The pass was behind her, intended target Annie Guglielmelli. Redbirds just don't really look quite as sharp as they did in the first 20 to 25 minutes of this one.
No, they don't. I mean, they got that early shot by Del Rey on goal in the second half. They haven't gotten anything since. And the opening 15, 16 minutes of this half are a lot more even than the opening 20, 25 minutes of the game were when Allentown had all the play.
There's another one-on-one battle that's won for the moment by Allentown, and another player catches one up high, Julia Chodik. And now bodies hit the deck right around that 50-yard line. Who said soccer wasn't a contact sport, right?
Oh, yeah. Go to Europe. It's a contact sport in the stands.
That's a good point. I think we'll take the fans here that are just simply
yelling.
Yeah, yelling their team, wanting those teams to go on and offering, I guess, words of advice, like you saw to Sophia Riesendorp. We'll take that instead of the flares and the smoke.
Yeah, right.
The chants are kind of fun sometimes, though.
Oh, I love the chants.
I wouldn't blame you if for like the final 5 minutes of this game, if you wanted to head out there and try to start a chant.
Would you like me to do that? I'll have to come up with one.
Yeah, they're very creative over there in Europe.
Yeah.
But you're a Mercer County Hall of Famer, Fish. Should be able to show them.
Let me get my creative mind going here.
Think there's any Mercer County Hall of Famers in Europe?
There must be some little Mercer town in Europe somewhere. Look out.
This one right down to the center of the box. A lot of chaos.
Yeah.
And Catherine Brunn probably had the best opportunity there, but couldn't settle that bouncing ball down.
And that's what PDS has to stop. They can't let that ball start bouncing around in the box.
It kind of feels like if Allentown's going to score, it's going to be off of some chaos like that. They just keep sending the ball in on goal. You're looking for a rebound opportunity, a deflection somewhere. That's the goal with some of these long shot attempts, right? You're not necessarily trying to score from 20 or 30 yards out. You're just trying to create some havoc.
Put it on the goal. Yeah, you don't know. Maybe a ball deflects. Maybe the goalie can't quite handle it, and it then all of a sudden you get a ball bouncing around in the box. Yeah.
There's another one of those long shots, and not even having to move was May Braswell. And you got to give Braswell a ton of credit, too. She's been tested a lot in this game. Of course, none of the chances have been all too threatening.
No.
But she understands what Allentown's trying to do and knows that she has to be sharp, and she can't allow any of those rebound opportunities.
And sometimes that helps a goalie. You know, they're not getting lulled to sleep. They have to stay alert because they know the ball's coming their way, and it's kind of the best of both worlds. The ball's coming their way, but not in a dangerous way, just in a ball that she has to keep her eye on. She hasn't been tested to the point where she's had to make a miraculous save.
Braswell certainly faced a lot of shots in this tournament. She had faced 11 coming into this game.
Well, she's got more than that now. She's seven saves today. But if the shots are like that, again, it's, you know, you're a varsity goalie. You should be expected to make those saves.
Milovic. That'll go out for an Allentown throw-in. The goal scorer, Julia Hartman, her 7th of the season. She was the last one to touch it. Played through by Chodik, hoping to catch up to it is Giada Del Rey, and she will. Del Rey got behind it, again swung it in, and again, right on cue, May Braswell able to make the easy grab.
Well, at least Allentown's starting to take a little of the play right now, which is what they're going to have to continue to do.
Racing to try to catch up to this time now is Ava Zalabovka, and she's played off by Catherine Brunn. Well, Braswell entered this game with 79 total saves, and she's now up to 87. And of course, this is not the end of the road for either of these two teams, so for Braswell, that 100 save mark is certainly well in play as we continue into November.
Oh, look out.
Here's an opportunity for Princeton Day. And again, more good Allentown defense. It was Ava Katz that time who was applying the pressure. Zalabovka.
It was either Brunn or Polito, I think, that cleared it out of danger.
I mean, the way Princeton Day is playing right now is very similar to the way that Allentown was in the first half. The difference, of course, Princeton Day has found the back of the net.
Right. No, actually it was Polito that made that save, not save, but got the ball out of danger.
Did you just see the replay in your head?
No, I waited till I could see her number.
Here's an opportunity for Allentown in space. Played off to Cameron Rossi. She's going to swing it in. It's a good ball, and it has to be punched out of there by Braswell, and that was the toughest stop for her of the day.
Yep, and we just said she hadn't been tested to the point where she had to make a great save. Well, that was a really, really good save. Had to get up, deflect it over the top of the bar, and yeah, that was that was a save that you're stopping a goal.
That was a ringing shot from Cameron Rossi, and it leads to this corner here from Tate. Swings it in, headed out of play. Princeton Day has done a real nice job defending these corners, which have come kind of few and far between, but Allentown really hasn't looked threatening at all on these.
No, they've only had 3. There haven't been a lot of corners in the game, although one of them produced the goal.
And sometimes it's not about quantity, it's quality, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Chodik gets knocked off the ball by Diang. Been real impressed with Jasenia Diang in this game. Just a freshman on this little more experienced Princeton Day team.
She's kept it together really good back there.
The Redbirds just continue to control the time of possession. They've started to look a little more threatening really since PDS got on the board.
Well, then the urgency creeps in.
Still in search of the equalizer. Milovic, head up, plays it in the middle for Feldman. Kaylee Feldman off to Rossi. This time she's thinking pass. Here's Del Rey. She'll drive it well high and over the crossbar.
Well, and again, that's what you want to do. Just try to get it in there and get some things going. If you can get a deflection, or that was just too high.
I've thought at other points in this game, Giada Del Rey, the sophomore, has had opportunities to take shots like that, and instead she's kind of just elected to dribble around and look for a passing opportunity. That time, she looked a little more aggressive, although here's an opportunity the other way for Princeton Day. DiCarlo has to come way out of her crease to play it away from Ava Katz that time.
Yeah, DiCarlo came out, but Polito did a really good job of catching up. You know, she wasn't going to make it easy.
Nice moves by Rossi, and Tate catches up to it. Allentown on the attack again, and Tate is going to force the corner. But again, it was Dieng right in the middle of it on defense.
Well, these corners become more and more critical now as we count down the minutes. Oh, wait.
They just,
Come on.
Tate just played it lightly that time, and then it gets crossed into the box by Milovic, and it was headed out by Princeton Day.
All right, so Allentown trying to get a little creative there.
They're right back on the ball, and Tate has some space. Tries to get around her defender, but a heavy touch that time from Tate. She played it too far away from herself, but it gets cleared out. And here's a throw in for Catherine Brunn, who pump faked. Now finds Tate. Popped up in the air. PDS settles it down, and they regain control. That one gets past the outstretched left leg of Sarah Polito. It'll belong to Allentown nonetheless.
You know, this is typical soccer tournament play. It kind of just rolls along for the first 50, 60 minutes. Uh-oh, look out.
Nika Martin had it, and that time she was the victim of a touch that was too heavy, and Annie Guglielmelli races back to clear it away.
Yeah. But then, you know, one team gets the lead, and then the other team feels that urgency, and then all of a sudden, you're seeing more action packed into the last 15 minutes than you saw in the first 65.
While we have a minute, I'll quickly let you know that celebrating 50 years of business supporting your community is Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. If you miss any of today's game, you could find the recap article in the Trentonian, tomorrow's edition. We've got a whistle, and it looked like, I don't know if that ball went out of play, but it's going to belong to Allentown nonetheless. I believe it did, because we'll get a goal kick here for DiCarlo.
All right. 12 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, now, without a doubt, the clock is going to start to become a factor.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, a lot of contact down there. The officials say it was clean. The officials, for the most part, have been letting them play in this one.
Yeah.
And I think that's how you have to officiate a game like this. You know the intensity's high. It's been close the whole way through. Of course, these two teams, they just met a little over 2 weeks ago, so they're familiar with each other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, if it starts to get a little out of hand, then you gotta sort of clamp down a little bit. But you know, there's been nothing crazy here.
Polito clears that one and keeps it in play. A nice clear that time by Sarah Polito. They joust for it. It comes away to Princeton Day. And again, Polito there just in time as Nika Martin, she had her eyes set on doubling this lead.
I'll tell you, Polito's been the MVP of the game so far for Allentown. She's made some great defensive plays. It's just been solid. Now we got a corner.
It'll be Sophia Vriesendorp to send it in. This is how PDS scored their first goal. And another one here would be gigantic. Good looking ball, but it's, oh, it was behind the net.
Yeah. Sort of good looking.
It looked good from our vantage point.
Always a little tougher when you're high and away.
And you said had it in.
I can't say I've ever seen that before on a corner where it just ends up. We saw the one off the side of the net earlier in this one from PDS.
I've seen a few. I've seen some bad teams over the years.
So I should rephrase it. You don't typically see that from a team like Princeton Day.
Right.
A team that's 17-0-1 has already scored off of a corner
Off
kick.
a corner, right. Look out.
Chance now for Hartman again. She's already got one. Gets taken down in the box. Crowd wants a penalty, but it's going to go the other way.
Yeah, I think that was just a good, solid defensive play. That was, okay, so that was Del Rey again making that play.
The Redbirds got to settle this down. They got to do it quick. Here's a chance for Chodik in transition. She gets doubled. Good pass to split it. And it finds the foot of Gabby Tate. Tate dancing up top to Milovic. Molly Milovic throws on the brakes, sends one in. It's an easy roller, and it's scooped up and just fallen on by Braswell, and she'll kill some time. Double digits and saves now for Mae Braswell.
Yep.
None bigger than the one off of Cameron Rossi a few moments ago.
Yeah, she's got 11 saves now. But you're right, the one that really mattered, I don't want to say the one that really mattered, but the one that saved this shutout and lead so far was the shot by Rossi that she tipped over to goal.
Those 11 saves, by the way, for Braswell, it's a new career high. The previous career high was 9, and she had that mark in the game against Allentown back on October 16th. And you got to believe that for Allentown, it was probably a very similar mindset, and that one just keeps sending balls in.
Now, keep in mind, these save totals are unofficial. These are WBCB save totals. Usually, what everybody tends to lean on is whatever's put into NJ.com the next day. So, but I've got her for 11.
I trust your math, Fish.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Until-
Everybody's a little different, though.
Until, of course, you look at NJ.com and it says like 4 tomorrow. But I trust your math for right now. I've got nothing else to go off of. Ooh, great play there by Dieng again, and even better by Brunn to take it away.
You've seen the game. You could tell I'm.
That one goes off of Dieng, and a nice job by Braswell to come out of her crease and avoid the corner. I don't think she had to, though, because I think there was a whistle before that. Or no, they must have said that she wasn't able to stop it in time because Tate is setting up for this corner. Under 7.5 to play. Allentown still looking for that equalizer. That caught a player up high for the 4th time in this game. Tate's got another chance here. Crosser to the far side of the box. And it's going to be played out of there by Princeton Day. Allentown continues to struggle a bit on these set pieces. I think we're going to get an injury timeout. Chelsea Faulkner was the one who kind of took it to the face there.
7:08 left. Clock stopped.
While we have a moment, I'll let you know that celebrating 50 years of business, supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. They've got it all, Fish. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles. I don't know. That sounds like a lot to me. Haldeman Ford services all makes. It does sound like all, and they service all makes and models. They're known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. Coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Also in the Trentonian, online, and I think it'll be in tomorrow's paper, if not Monday's, there is a football coach in Mercer County who stepped down this week, and I have the story on that, but I'm not telling you who. I'm trying to tease it.
It's good journalism.
Yeah, I guess.
And good marketing, I guess.
Good marketing, yeah.
Good marketing. But because it's you, Fish, I trust that it's good journalism, too.
Yeah, you are too good to know, my friend.
I'm going to make sure to click on that article 20,000 times. Here comes Salabovka with a drive and right into the breadbasket of DeCarlo.
Yeah, that was straight at her. I mean, she was on the move, so she really couldn't get a measure of it to try to put it short side, long side. The ball went right at her. Curved a little bit, but DeCarlo just had it lined up all the way.
That was a screamer, too, off the right foot of Zalabovka. Well, if Princeton Day gets another one, they could start to smell the gold on that trophy.
That is just the 5th shot on goal for the Panthers. 11 to 5 shots on goal.
They lead where it counts, 1-0. So we've entered the 75th minute here from Ackerson Field. Again, a reminder, once this broadcast concludes, don't even think about going off of WBCB Sports YouTube page, because we've got the boys final between Princeton and Notre Dame in a rematch of last year.
And that is going to be a good one.
Two teams that are familiar with each other and two teams that have had their fair share of highlight reel goals in this tournament, especially Princeton in their semifinal game. Braswell takes that one in. She'll kill some more time. And if you're PDS, it starts to become a game of keep away at this point, which has been tough because Allentown is, it seems like for out of the 75 minutes we've played, it seems like Allentown's had the ball for about 60 of them.
Again, this is eerily similar to last year for the Redbirds. I hate to keep saying that, but it just is.
The Redbirds are looking to avoid their 8th straight loss in the Mercer County / CVC Tournament final.
Yeah, changing the name of this has made it difficult to have to say that. Always got to put the slash in.
I like to say the local tournaments.
There you go.
Just say in a local tournament final. Of course, the sectional tournaments start next week. And again, a reminder, neither of these teams are done depending on the result of this one.
Right. Yep, states are coming. Starting, what, Monday or Tuesday? I know. Okay. Boys start Tuesday. Girls, PG thinks the girls start Wednesday.
Yeah, Allentown, their game in the Central Jersey 2 tournament will be Wednesday against Manchester Township. They're worried about the next 3:45 right now, though.
Absolutely, yeah. And that for Allentown, it's not a lot of time. For PDS, it's an eternity.
Here's the throw in for Tate. There's some more chaos down low. Allentown thought that went out of play off of Princeton Day, and it did, and now they get a corner out of that.
Okay, so the girls' tournament does start Wednesday. Thank you, PG. Back here at the ranch.
Tate swings it in towards the near post, and again, easily headed out by Princeton Day. They're putting together a clinic on how to defend corner kicks in this one. Allentown looking desperately for the equalizer. Princeton Day trying to cling to this 1-goal lead. That would have been offsides, as this one is well out of the reach that time of Nika Martin, who had about 20 yards between her and the next defender.
Oh, throw in there. Okay.
It's a long throw in, and Chodik got tripped up by Zuri
They're not
Graham.
calling it. They're giving the ball to PDS.
Maybe they say that Chodik fell on her own. Of course, the officials with a much better vantage point than us.
They got that right. So I said last night at the football, everything happens on that side of the field.
Gonna have to start investing in binoculars.
Yeah. Andrew Myers has some. Maybe I'll have him give me his hand-me-downs. Ooh, Allentown trying to keep it in. That was not good. Now you're giving PDS a chance to kill some clock here.
Although they just give it right back.
Yeah,
nobody can handle these throw-ins right now in the final couple of minutes.
They're all just going back and forth between the 30s on this out of bounds.
Princeton Day will take it. They're down to just 100 seconds left.
Yeah.
Man, again, it's out of play. And again, it's a throw-in for Allentown. They're just methodically marching further and further down the field. Feldman was the last to touch that one, and it belongs to the Panthers. And as badly as they want to just watch the remaining 80 seconds come off the clock, this is going to be like our 10th throw-in in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah. I think
Allentown's got to settle it down. Now they've got the ball, and they're going to need one last push here.
Yeah, everybody's got to get up.
Here's Catherine Brunn. 1 minute to go. Princeton Day looking to hang on and win the CVC tournament.
I mean, I'd bring my goalie up. I'd get them all up.
The pop fly will kill a few more seconds off the clock. Brunn racing over. She gets to it first, but then it gets cleared deeper into the offensive zone. Now racing down to get it is Nika Martin. She gets tripped up. No call there. The clock's at just 35 seconds. And Martin remains down, and their clock's still rolling.
No, yeah, it is. Okay.
You would think the clock should have stopped there for an injury, but it's down to just 20 seconds now.
Yeah, and Allentown is just.
Yeah, they're kind of just. I wonder if they don't even realize. Now the clock is frozen at 13 seconds.
Yeah, Kim Maurer wants some kind of explanation here.
I think the officials are going to have to talk about this because I think the clock should have stopped closer to 40 seconds.
I agree. I agree.
Because the official was signaling for an injury too, and it was good to see Martin pop back up.
But yeah,
but now it's now they're going to say PDS ball, and the clock's still at 13 seconds. Wow. And they should essentially just be able to salt this one away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Now they're going to change it. They put it to 23.
23. All right.
Which I still don't think is where it should be.
No, I agree. I mean, still, it's going to take a miracle now for Allentown.
Goes out of play. Allentown has 15 seconds to complete this miracle. Just bounces around in the midfield down to just 10 seconds. It's cleared away. Princeton Day can feel it. Settled down by Martin. And that'll do it. The Princeton Day School Panthers keep the undefeated season going. They are the CVC champions here in 2025.
Well, I got to tell you, interesting game, really interesting game, and this is the last time I'm going to say it, but this was a lot like last year where Allentown possessed and had some chances and didn't convert and got beat on a set piece. That's exactly what happened today. A corner kick proved to be the only goal of the game, and look, PDS did a good job. I mean, maybe they let Allentown possess, but they didn't let them get anything too dangerous. So there wasn't anything like right in front. There was nothing, in the box where, where the goalie had to make some diving saves. There was the one save where she leaped up and tipped the ball over the cage. But other than that, I mean, PDS, they let them possess, but they didn't let them be dangerous, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And, and Allentown, look, they played a decent game. They did what they did play good defense. They didn't really let them their midfield. They didn't give Princeton PDS a lot of chances. I mean, the final shot total here, 11-5 in favor of Allentown as far as saves. I mean, as far as shots on goal. So it's just one of those games. It's one of those games. It happens so many times in soccer, where the team that has the better of the territorial play does not win the game, and that kind of what happened. Now that was more the case in the first half as opposed to the second half, but still, I mean, you're right. It seemed like Allentown had the ball a lot.
Juliana Hartman, the lone goal scorer, she'll be our player of the game. Princeton Day wins the CVC title here in 2025 by the final score of 1-0 over Allentown. Make sure you keep it locked to WBCB Sports on YouTube, because coming up in just about 45 minutes or so, we'll have the boys final between number 3 Princeton, number 1 Notre Dame.
Yeah, we plan to come back on around 20 to 25 after 4.
And until then, I'll thank our crew one last time. I'll thank our sponsors first, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, the Capital Health System, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian,
At this time, if
and
you would
Haldeman
direct your
Ford.
attention to midfield for the presentation of the
One more time
CVC
for the entire
Championship
crew, Colin
plaque,
Summer on camera,
the 2025
Brian O'Neill, our
Princeton Day
producer, and my co-commentator,
Panthers.
Rich Fisher. My
Congratulations.
name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching, and have a great night, everybody.